Hi. Hey guys, just wanted to touch base real quick. Hello to all my 3 subscribers. So I finally got my COVID-19 test results back after, it's what, 7 days now. And thankfully, they did not detect any COVID-19. I have tested negative for COVID-19. I'm officially in the clear. You know, although there is apparently a certain small percentage of patients who are false negative, meaning that they have the virus or are infected with the virus but do not have a positive test. It's kind of an inherent part of any kind of medical test. Obviously my first vlog was a more lighthearted video about my experiences being quarantined for the last week or so. I'm a little bit more anxious now as my week-long quarantine starts to come to an end. I will be going back to work next Monday. Again, I am a cardiologist, so I see patients with any cardiac needs, cardiac issues. I, along with a few colleagues, will be seeing these patients at 3 different hospitals, and at least 2 of those hospitals are now treating patients with COVID-19. So a little nervous, but we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you posted. I'm sure all of you are aware of all the different news from different sources. The federal government is saying one thing, and we seem to be hearing conflicting things from other sources, from state leaders, from city leaders, and from those within the hospitals at the front lines. You know, the main message seems to be a little more dire than any of us are hoping for, that we're running low on supplies, and that, at least in New York City, Mayor de Blasio thinks that we're going to be running out of supplies in 2 to 3 weeks if we don't get a certain number that he's written out. Quite frankly, when I heard those numbers, they seemed astronomical. Something along the line of millions of different products or different pieces of equipment that he needs for, that he predicts he needs for hospitals to run at full capacity with the anticipated number of patients coming in. You know, I trust that smart people used sound logic and sound reasoning to come up with these numbers. So yeah, bottom line is we'll see what next week holds. Obviously, I'm gonna when I go back to the hospitals, I'll exercise as much precaution as I can to keep myself, my family, my wife, and others out of harm's way. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that for those of you who are able to work from home or are in school and school's out because of this virus, I just want to emphasize, as many others on social platforms have been emphasizing, that it is important to heed the advice of the CDC and the advice of many others that seems to be pretty uniform, in that social distancing is a very important thing. Discretionary travel, travel that is not essential is not advised. Try to stay away from groups of greater than 10 people. And you can look these things up online on the CDC website. All these things are in place to flatten the curve, to prevent the worst case scenario of the COVID-19 virus spreading and causing more damage to our society. So wash your hands, stay home, quarantine as much as you can. We're gonna get through this. And so yeah, I think I'm rambling at this point, but I will keep you posted on maybe give you some firsthand, non-HIPAA violating accounts of what it's like going back to work at the hospitals. Thank you again for the 3 subscribers. You're like family to me now, and and I want to shout out to my wife, who's really taken care of me over these last few days. But now it seems like I was faking it all because my COVID virus panel was negative, my test was negative. But regardless,
I do that anyway. Even when you're not sick.
Oh, thanks, Gina. So,
can I share something?
Yeah, of course. Come on.
I'm gonna share something that my friend Ashita posted on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's a picture of a statistic here.
I'll get a freeze frame and I'll put it in the video.
It says 69% of US coronavirus patients are younger than 65. I would like to say something to the young people who are like 20 to 25 who think that they're immune to it and that, you know, it doesn't matter if I get sick. I can just overcome it, but you have to think about older people that can catch it from you. You have to think about your parents, your grandparents that can catch it. Really think about other people. The more you take it seriously, the less of a consequence there will be and less deaths.
I would hope we were better prepared, but we are trying to play catch up.
Yeah,
and that's not somewhere we would like to be.
Yeah, so everyone has a part to play. Everyone.
Yeah.